Chapter 12, Continents, North and South America and Europe, Part 3. Brazil. Brazil is the biggest country in area in the southern hemisphere and the fifth in the world. Its length and width is almost the same. So Brazil is the biggest country in southern hemisphere and the fifth in the world, and the length and the width of it is the same. Portuguese ruled over Brazil in olden times, therefore people speak Portuguese language. It shares borders with each and every country of South America except Chile and Ecuador. The Amazon river forest is an incredibly diverse ecosystem that is home of new species of plants, animals, insects and birds that are discovered every day. Example, anaconda, the largest snake found here. The maximum number of people of the country live in the eastern part of the country. Among them, 60% of the population live in rural areas. Due to industrialization, people move to urban areas. Brazilians is the Brasilia is the capital of the country. So over here it says that it has been ruled by the Portuguese. So the language that has been spoken over here is the Portuguese, and it shares the boundaries with almost all the parts of the Southern America except the Chiles and Ecuador. And the Amazon river forest which is there is of a diverse ecosystem, and animals, plants, species, insects and birds are discovered over here almost every day. Anaconda is the important snake and the large snake which has been found in this part of the country, and 60% of the population lives in the rural area, but due to industrialization people move to urban area. And Brasilia is the capital of the country. Argentina. Argentina is situated near the Andes mountain. It is triangular in shape. Its width is half of its length from north to south. It extends till the Antarctica in the south. The warmer current blows from the north to south, passes through the many volcanoes here and make the land cold and dry. Mainly wheat and grapes are grown here. European people are seen more in numbers. 68% of the people live in the cities and mainly speak Spanish. Its capital is Buenos Aires. Okay, so in Argentina is situated near the Andes mountain. It is in rectangular shape and its width is half of its length from north to south. Since it extends to the Antarctic in the south, there are the warmer current that blows from north to south, and it passes through the many volcanoes. It makes the land cold and dry. Wheat and grapes are mainly grown here, and European people are seen more in number, and 68% of the people lives in the city and they mainly speak Spanish, and Buenos Aires is the capital of the Argentina. Moving ahead, vegetation and the climate, land and agriculture. The effect of the physiography and climate is seen on the land of Europe. Norway and Sweden, located to the north of the Europe, has grey soil, while the southern Europe has a dark brown Chernobyl soil. The Mediterranean region is famous for its orchard of citrus fruits, its wheat and corn crops. Now over here when we see and when we talk about the vegetation and the climatic condition, vegetation, climate, land and agriculture, then the physiographic climate is seen on the land of Europe. Norway and Sweden is located in the north of the Europe and they have a grey soil, and the southern Europe has a dark brown Chernobyl soil, and the Mediterranean region is famous for the citric fruits, that means khatte fruits, and for its wheat and crops. The European continent is divided into two parts, east and the west, due to its physiography. Hence, 75% people are engaged in agriculture, whereas in the plains of the Eastern Europe and in the mountainous region of the Western Europe, only 25% people are involved in farming. So over here they say when the Europe is divided into two, European continent is divided into two parts, East and West, due to its physiographic division. 75 people are engaged in agriculture in the plains of Eastern Europe and in mountainous region, and in Western Europe only 25% people are involved in the farming. Moving ahead over here and I try to understand the minerals and the industry. The western part of Ural mountains of Europe produce 56% of the minerals of the world. It produces mainly iron, coal, bauxite and potash. Coal is obtained from the Ruf province of the Germany and iron from Kyon province of Russia. Due to this, iron steel industry has developed well in Europe. So since it has a rich mineral resources, they are the main producers of iron, coal, bauxite and potash. In comparison to the area, the density of population is more in Europe than other continents. Most of the people live in cities. Moving ahead. Russia is the biggest country in terms of area. Moscow is the capital of Russia. The river of Russia in Europe are long, which freeze in winter. Only 10% of the land of European and Russia is suitable for agriculture. 50% of the people, working people, are dependent on agriculture and its main crop is wheat. 25% of the total production of wheat of the world is produced in Russia. Now it is the entire database thing, so it's easy to understand. England is situated in the seaside, having a modern ideology and technology. It enjoys the modern climate in winter due to the warm currents that flow from the Atlantic Ocean. The heat reduces when it moves from west to east. 4% of the land of England is covered by forest. Coal is the main mineral produced here. So in England, it is situated on seaside and it has a modern ideology and technology and the moderate climate in winters due to the warm current that is flowing from the Atlantic Ocean, and coal is the main mineral produced over here. France is the biggest democracy of Europe and Paris is the capital. So the capital of France is Paris. It is shaped like an hexagon. Mount Blanc, the highest peak of West Europe, is located in France. River Seine, the longest river of France, is used as a waterways. So this river Seine is used as a waterways, and wheat is produced in France, and minerals such as coal, iron and bauxite and salt are available here in less quantity. So these are the minerals which are found less in quantity in France. Germany is a landlocked country surrounded by the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Australia, Czechoslovakia Republic, Slovakia, Poland and Denmark. Berlin is the capital city of Germany. Okay, and Germany is mainly divided into two parts: soil deposit, snow deposit soil and sandy plains, and mountain ranges of Alps in the south. So Germany is divided into two parts: one which is snow deposited on the soil and sand, and another is a mountain range of Alps in the south. And Germany is a country which is surrounded by Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia Republic, Slovakia, Poland and Denmark, and Berlin itself is the capital of the Germany. So the Oder, Elbe and Rhine are the main rivers of the Germany, and most of the rivers are used as waterways. There is a difference in the climatic condition of the eastern and the western part of Germany. As we move from the west to east, the winters are colder and summers are hotter. So in South Germany, winter is moderate. So children, over here we complete our huge big chapter, which is continents, North and South America and Europe. This entire chapter is full of data. You have to remember lot of data, and this chapter also has an exposure of maps, but since the chapter is so long, I am not taking maps right now. Maybe after 22nd of March of this month, 22nd के बाद onwards, you would get one video which would only talk about the maps. So over here, the explanation of the chapter continents, North and South America and Europe is done. Thank you.